Hey, buddy.
Okay, guys, so I am here with Russell Martin, the owner-operator of Green South Insulation, and he just finished up a job for me where we got spray foam insulation in my living space, and I want him to tell you a little bit of why I went that route and not regular fiberglass insulation. So what can you tell me about spray foam?
It'll keep the heat out of a big building like this, a structure. We've got the new tin roof. It doesn't need to necessarily vent, so it's not going to let the heat in, so it doesn't have to let it out. Spray foam was a very good option in this one project. In a low pitched roof line, you'll get the best results from spray foam. Open cell is the route we chose to go in this one, and it's going to work just fine.
Now, we were talking about R values the other day, and back whenever I was in the Air Force, I taught heat load calculations and shit like that, you know, and one of the things that I found was that R values for the spray foam was just off the charts in comparison to your fiberglass or blown insulation. But you're telling me that there's an odd way of measuring, and that even though this tests out a little different, it performs way better than what it tests at.
We're calling that efficiency of the air movement through the product. And you could gain up to 30% by using foam over a fiberglass product, which pushes the rightful R value further than a 3.5 per inch that is stated that it is.
Yeah.
It's just where it tests out. R value is resistance to heat. It has nothing to do with the air movement through the product.
So if we're looking at 3.5 R value per inch, what I got in there is roughly 5.5 inches to 6 inches.
You have roughly 7.
Yeah, I saw you were spraying it in there thick. So we're looking at the actual testable R value is probably going to be somewhere around 21
to 24.
To 24 on the R value. But because of the lack of airflow through there, you're saying it's probably actually going to perform more like
a 35, 30, 38.
Yeah. So spray foam insulation is where it's at. And nowadays there's a lot more people doing it. Used to 20 years ago, it was hard to even find somebody to do it. So now I gotta say it's probably the most economical thing you can do for new construction. I don't know. What would you say? What's the most cost up front?
Don't miss the opportunity to use spray foam if you can.
Yeah.
You can. You pay a little more up front, but you get a lot more in return.
Yeah, like this job right here, to do regular rollout, I may have saved a few $100s, maybe even a little over 1,000 or something like that. But it's not worth it, because throughout the years, this right here, it's never going to sag. It's never going to shrink on me.
Over the course of the life of the structure, it's just going to continue to pay itself back time and time and time again.
Yeah. So there's a little bit about spray foam, and you got to see some cool footage of it expanding. Man, it's crazy how fast it expands. It's nothing like, I guess it's similar to, but it's very different from the spray foam that you get in a can and use yourself. That stuff's all fine and dandy, but this stuff, the way whenever you spraying it on there, but then like 3 seconds, it was like really expanding out. That was pretty damn cool to see, you know.
Well, this section is complete.
All right, so we'll have you back out here whenever we start working on the rest of it. But for now, it's been great working with you. How'd you like working with Bodie? I'm gonna give you a Trump handshake here.
Don't make me say it on camera.
All right. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.